Hey YouTube, and welcome to a new series where we are going to go over tactics and strategies that you can learn from high-level Fortnite players. Since sometimes it can be hard to keep up with the fast pace and all of the different things the pros use in their games, I've decided to make a series where we break down some of the specific strategies each of the pros use, so that you can learn more to improve your gameplay without having to waste time going through each of these players' streams yourself. Today we are going to be going over 3 things Nick30 does that you can too, but feel free to suggest any other players that you want me to take a look at down in the comment section below. So without further wait, let's take a look at 3 things Nick30 does that you can too. The first strategy Nick30 will often use to down people quickly is shooting back immediately after they break his builds. He usually does this with snipers, as you can see in these 2 clips, but this strategy works with really any gun that does one big burst of damage in a single shot, so the heavy shotgun works just as well. You can do this when someone breaks down your wall, stair, or flat to quickly put a lot of damage back onto them when they are not suspecting you to shoot back. A more difficult version of this strategy is instead of sniping back after they break your structure, you quickly shotgun the opponent and then rebuild the wall, as he does here. The reason this strategy works so well is because after the enemy breaks down a structure, there's a split-second gap where you will have the first shot back on them, and Nick30 abuses this gap all the time to quickly put damage back on the opponent. The second strategy Nick30 uses is always building after taking a pump or heavy shotgun shot. This is a pretty simple strategy, but it does take effort and skill to pull off. The reason this tactic is so important, and many different high-level players will do it, is because there is a pretty long waiting period in between pump and heavy shotgun shots, almost like a cooldown period before you'll be able to shoot again. However, building in between these shots does not increase that cooldown timer. So by building in between each pump or heavy shotgun shot, you're minimizing the damage you're taking while not shooting back at them. The last strategy that Nick30 has almost patented and uses all the time is pushing players on the high ground by building up flat above you and then editing through. This strategy is difficult in terms of mechanical skill, but once you get the muscle memory down, you can incorporate it like any of the other things before. Practicing this strategy in your free time won't take too long, but it is very useful to know, and it's fairly simple to use once you get that muscle memory down. The reason this strategy is so effective is because it allows you to get to the high ground while taking minimal damage and avoiding especially harmful headshots that the enemy could be taking by shooting down above you. Using this strategy in combination with those listed before, such as shooting back after they break your wall, can make it so that you consistently take little to no damage in each fight, as Nick30 does here when pushing this guy on the high ground.
Well, that just totally ruined my flow, my game decision. Get wrecked, mate.
So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please do let me know what other players you would like to see me take a look at, or if you would like to see more strategies Nick30 uses explained here on the channel. Also make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.